Imagine building the next Apple from nothing. In this challenge, we'll dive into what it takes to create a tech giant from scratch, using Apple's blueprint for success. Can you turn a garage startup into the world's most valuable company? Let's explore whether you have what it takes to follow in Steve Jobs' footsteps and build a technological empire. In the mid-1970s, Silicon Valley was a bubbling cauldron of innovation, where young minds tinkered with ideas that would soon change the world. Among them were Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, two visionaries whose paths intersected in a humble garage in Cupertino, California. This unassuming space became the birthplace of a revolution that would eventually give rise to one of the most influential companies on the planet, Apple. Jobs was a charismatic and determined individual, born to working-class parents with a relentless drive to leave his mark on the world. From a young age, he exhibited a keen interest in technology and entrepreneurship, dabbling in small ventures like selling surplus electronic parts and creating blue boxes that allowed free long-distance calls. Wozniak, on the other hand, was the quiet genius behind the scenes, a brilliant engineer with a passion for electronics who had already made a name for himself within the hacker community. Together, they formed a partnership that would not only redefine technology, but also challenge the status quo. In 1976, armed with little more than a shared vision and a few resources, Jobs and Wozniak founded Apple Computer in Jobs' parents' garage. Their goal was simple yet ambitious: to build a computer that was powerful, user-friendly, and accessible to the masses. The result of their tireless work was the Apple I, a bare-bones computer kit that laid the foundation for what would become a tech empire. Imagine yourself in that garage, but instead of the limited tools and resources Jobs and Wozniak had, you have access to advanced technology, modern software, and a global network of potential collaborators. Could you build the next Apple from scratch? The stakes are high. Transform a simple idea into a global powerhouse, or fade into obscurity. As Apple began to grow, so did the ambitions of its founders. Jobs, in particular, was determined to create a computer that would revolutionize how people interacted with technology. Inspired by the work of Xerox PARC and other pioneers in the field of graphical user interfaces, he set out to build a machine that would be intuitive, user-friendly, and accessible to everyone. The result was the Macintosh, a groundbreaking personal computer that changed the face of computing forever. Introduced in 1984, the Macintosh featured a revolutionary graphical user interface, a mouse for point-and-click navigation, and a compact, all-in-one design. Its launch was accompanied by the now iconic 1,984 inches commercial directed by Ridley Scott, which depicted the Macintosh as a tool for empowerment, creativity, and individuality. Can you take the concept of innovation and push it further? Today, we have touchscreens, AI, and augmented reality at our fingertips. Could you use these tools to create a product as revolutionary as the Macintosh was in 1984? In a world where innovation is key, the challenge is to stay ahead or risk being left behind. The road to success is rarely smooth, and Apple's journey was no exception. Throughout the late 1980s and early 1990s, Apple faced a series of challenges that threatened to derail the company's momentum. Internal power struggles, financial setbacks, and fierce competition from rivals like IBM and Microsoft cast a shadow over Apple's future, leading to a decline in market share and profitability. In 1985, after a power struggle with then CEO John Sculley, Steve Jobs was ousted from the company he co-founded. Jobs went on to found Next, a company focused on high-end workstations for the education and business markets. While Next struggled to gain traction, it eventually became a critical part of Apple's resurgence when it was acquired by the company in 1997, bringing Jobs back to Apple's helm. Could you navigate such turmoil? Imagine being in Jobs' position, having to reinvent yourself after a major setback. Would you have the resilience to come back stronger, to lead a company back from the brink of failure? Under Jobs' leadership, Apple underwent a remarkable transformation, focusing on innovation, design, and customer experience. In 1998, Jobs unveiled the iMac, a colorful, all-in-one computer that reignited interest in the Apple brand and set the stage for future successes. This wasn't just a comeback, it was a reinvention. Could you steer a company through such storms and emerge stronger? Apple's success is not just a story of survival, it's a story of revolutionizing entire industries. The company's relentless focus on innovation led to the creation of groundbreaking products that reshaped the world. The iPod transformed the music industry, the iPhone redefined the smartphone market, and the iPad opened up new possibilities for personal computing. Today, Apple stands as a global icon of innovation, with a diverse portfolio of products and services that span smartphones, tablets, computers, and software. But what about you? Could you take an industry by storm with a product that changes how people live, work, and play? The tools are more advanced than ever. AI, machine learning, cloud computing. Could you harness these to create something as revolutionary as the iPhone was in 2007? As we look to the future, one thing is clear. The spirit of innovation that fueled Apple's rise from a garage startup to a global powerhouse will continue to drive the company forward. From advancements in artificial intelligence and augmented reality to innovations in renewable energy and healthcare, Apple remains at the forefront of progress, shaping the future of technology and society. But now the question is, can you lead the way? The next wave of technological advancement is upon us, and the opportunities are limitless. Imagine creating the next breakthrough in AI, or developing a product that revolutionizes how we interact with the world. The challenge is yours. Can you build the next Apple? As we conclude this exploration of Apple's journey, we are reminded of the power of innovation, perseverance, and human ingenuity. From its humble beginnings in a suburban garage to its position as one of the world's most valuable companies, Apple's story is a testament to the transformative power of ideas and the boundless possibilities of the human spirit. So, as you embark on your next adventure, take a page from Apple's playbook. Dream big, think different, and strive to make a positive impact on the world. The tools are in your hands, the opportunities are endless. Now, it's up to you to build the future. Are you ready to build the next Apple?